All right, growing backlash this morning as former President Donald Trump says he expects to be arrested again, this time as a target of the special counsel probe of January 6th, adding to the list of investigation he's already facing. OutKick founder Clay Travis joins us now. So, Clay, he got $10 million after Alvin Bragg indicted him, $6 million after he got indicted by Jack Smith. What about this?
I think it's just going to be more of the same. I think that the base for Trump is going to rally around him. And I think what is really going on here, and I understand some people don't really buy into this, but I think you have to contemplate, what do Democrats want the most? To win and maintain the presidency, either with Joe Biden or someone else. And what they see, I think, purely from a political perspective is every time charges are brought against Trump, it strengthens him in the Republican primary, but it weakens him in the mind of the Democrats in the general. So I think the calculus that Democrats are following here is Trump charges make him more likely to be the nominee. They want him in the ring. They want him as the Republican nominee because they think they can beat him, because suburban women and the people who turned against Trump in particular in 2020 are not going to change their minds in the Democrat calculus by 2024. Brian, here's the challenge. They wanted Trump in that ring in 2016, and it didn't work out that well for them at all. So I think Democrats are playing with fire because I believe Trump actually has a pretty decent chance of winning in 2024. And this echoes in many ways what we saw happen in 2022. Democrats are running the same playbook. They went and spent money on so-called MAGA candidates that they thought were less likely to win in the primary if they got the nomination in the general election, and they were right. So this also calls to question, Brian, their argument that Trump is Hitler or that Trump is a unique threat to America. If you truly thought that, would you be trying to aid him in winning the Republican nomination? This, to me, is all political. It's all about Democrats trying to create a better opportunity in their minds for them to win in 2024.
I think it's solid. There's also the school of thought that who would ever think 3 indictments would strengthen somebody instead of weakening somebody?
Yeah.
And we think the third one's coming, maybe even a fourth. And he's got the civil trial, too, with Letitia James in New York. We'll see about the delay until after the election. They're going to try for that. So the other big story happens at 1 o'clock today. I think you'll be on the air. But at 1 o'clock live on the radio, they're going to have a whistleblower coming forward who's a Democrat, 13-year veteran, very respected, never been a whistleblower before, but outraged reportedly about the behavior of Hunter Biden and the justice has not been issued on him along with the investigation. Here's the key. This new whistleblower on Joe Biden and Hunter Biden, this text message will be presented. Quote, I would like to point out that one of the messages shown, Director Zhang says that he wants to convey his best regards. Now, this is his contact in China. To you, meaning Hunter, Jim, and VP, Vice President Joe Biden. This may be direct contradiction to what President Biden was saying about not being involved in Hunter's overseas business dealings. All logic tells you he absolutely did. Is this where the plug comes out of the dam?
Look, I don't think that Biden's going to be the nominee, and I think it's partly based on this. But what you're hitting at, Brian, here is, I believe, so incredibly important. We have the biggest example of 2 tiers of justice in this country in any of our lives going on right now, with the Biden crime family being protected by the FBI, Christopher Wray, Merrick Garland, the Attorney General, and the entire Department of Justice, while they are trying to put Donald Trump in prison for the rest of his life for comparatively minor offenses relative to what Hunter Biden did. It is inexcusable. It is indefensible. And I think that's why Trump surges every single time these charges are brought, and nothing is brought against Hunter or Joe.
And we'll see how it affects the undecideds, the independents, and the female female moms in this country, which the president seemed to have struggled with in 2020. Go to OutKick.com, find out more. He's the founder, Clay Travis. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Brian. Y'all have a good day.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.